It is Wednesday afternoon and I owe you a video. I did go to Yass on a little road trip last week, and I also went to Bungendore and Queanbeyan on my way back, so I kind of did a loop. But I didn't get a lot, and that's unusual for me. So I did have a little budget in mind, but I really didn't get close to spending that budget. So I will show you some of the things I have picked up though, and a few things since then. But I don't know whether it was just the time of year, because a lot of people aren't, they haven't cleaned out ready for Christmas yet, visitors and that kind of stuff. The prices were also quite high, so that while there were things I wanted, there weren't things that I could afford to flip. And I just had to be really careful about that. So there's a few things I can do that with. I can pay a high price and maybe make a little margin. But for me, it's got to make more sense than that. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. But I still got some good stuff, and I will show you a few things. So let's go. Let's do it. All right, so first up, I'm going to show you just a bit of a mixture. Let's just go straight into it. I picked up some lovely studio pottery mugs. Now, you know that I'm always on the lookout for these. So I managed to get a set of 4. I don't know who they're by. They don't come up as modern. They're not modern. You can tell they're turned on the base. But they're really nice. Really, really nice. So good size, great weight. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So that was really lucky. They were $2 each, which goes against all the pricing that I've experienced recently. I also got this little container with a little cork. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell it with the container, with the cork or not. There isn't a maker's mark on it, but it's that kind of combination of colours that I am always drawn to. Very, very nice. And when I opened it up, it had a little a little thing inside, a little note of where it came from. And those who live in Canberra, who are of my vintage, will remember this place. So it says earthenwares, pottery handcrafted in Australia, and then it was on the bridge in Woden Plaza. So I remember that shop. I wasn't very old, but I definitely remember that shop. And I haven't thought about the bridge in Woden Plaza, that area, for a very long time. So that was adorable. That was a real sweet little bit of nostalgia. But anyway, that was great. Loved it. Happy. I also picked up a set of 4 of these little ramekins. Really, really, really nice. They've got a little maker's mark on the bottom. Obviously they're not huge, and I do pick these up quite frequently because they're great for salt. A little butter dish on the table. I mean, you can put anything you want, but just to get a set, I have only 3. There's another one somewhere. I've repurposed it already. Probably got jewellery in it or bits and pieces. But anyway, I really like them. I really like the glaze on those. So happy days. On pottery, I got this little guy. It's just a little lidded jar. Comes with some ingredients because they don't clean anything, which is quite revolting. But anyway, we just deal with that when we get home. It does say, it says Silha on the base. And I think that's an Australian pottery company. Somebody else will probably know more than I do. It's not massive, but it's great. Great little guy. Yeah, so definitely needs a clean, as you saw. I also got this classic little honey pot. Doesn't have any mark on the bottom, but it's got it looks like it has a little bit of age, so I'm assuming it's vintage. And it's got a little honey stick. But it's really funny because I bought this when I was talking to my friend Therese, who has the Vintage Kitchen. We were sort of exchanging ideas about, so when we're out and about and we're sourcing, do you want me to look for anything for you? And, this is what you can look for me. And she said to me, literally like on Sunday, on Saturday, because I saw her in Yass, that I could pick up honey jars, honey bee jars. And I was like, oh God, I haven't seen them for ages. And then sure enough, the next time I walked into an op shop, there one was. So I don't know how it works. Woo, but it does. Still on the pottery, I did pay up for this next piece, and I'll show you why I bought it. So this is a, smack bang mid-century vase. It's got some really interesting patterns on it. I love this kind of abstract shape, person shape, the sun. Yeah, I really love this. And this is by Lapid in Israel. I paid $35 for this, but it's in really good condition, doesn't have any issues whatsoever. I'm not sure how much I can get for it. That might be all of the money, but I really liked it and it was slim picking, so I kind of got excited about things that maybe were a bit normal. And I got that because I have this. I've had this for a while. This is a little one, very similar with the designs. It's not, as far as I can see from there, not the same maker, but you can't help but see the similarities. So I'm not sure who was doing what, but yeah, so this is a really good little combination. Moving on, I did get a few other bits and pieces. I got this really lovely little, it's onyx, I think, with a brass lip. It does need a little bit of a clean, a little bit grubby there. But I also have a beautiful, this is made in Italy, a beautiful little footed jewellery box. Not very large, a round one, but beautiful, in beautiful condition. And this will make a nice little set with that. So very happy to get that. That one was, I feel like that was about $5 or $6. I also got a little bit of brass. First piece is just, it's fairly standard, but it's a handmade little, probably an offering bowl, some carving around the edge, some kind of landscape. I'm really not sure what the images are. That looks a bit like a path leading up to something. But anyway, it's in lovely condition, needs a clean, has a little maker's mark on the bottom. So yeah, I was happy with that. And then I was really happy with this. So I got this at the Vinnie's in Dixon, which I never go to usually, but I just happened to be nearby and thought I could pop in, and I did. And so this is a fantastic Brutalist pedestal bowl. It does have the remnants of a label inside, but it's so washed off I cannot make head nor tail of it. But yeah, it's great. It was $25, so not cheap, but I think it was definitely worth it. It's really heavy. I really love that finish. So yes, I'm very happy with that. That's probably going to go on the website. Moving on, we're going through a bit of a salad bowl phase as people get ready for summer and families and all of that. So I just wanted to show you a couple of salad bowls. You've probably seen some of these before, but maybe not. This one I don't know if you've seen before. I feel like I've shown you this already, but so I picked this up a while ago. It's so cool. It's from West Germany. It's got some little, I don't know what they are, strawberries, tomatoes, who knows. Super white. And then I also have a really fun set of vintage decor salad servers that obviously match. So not for everyone's taste, but if you're looking for a little slightly different slant on your salad bowl this year, this might be the one for you. But I really I thought it was really cool. And off goes Jonesy. I also managed to get, which is extremely hard to find, another one I've got a few of these, but I managed to get one with the lid. And this also acts as a base for you to put it on and serve if you want to do that. These have been around for a while. They're very popular. I also have the box to go with it. Sort of shows it in situ, which is always really fun. Really, really fun. I like that. So this one's made in Thailand, but it's made for a company called Ingrid Glass. So there was a bit of a crossover with Scandinavian designers and glass blowers in Thailand. And so that has created, I guess, a secondary market of these bowls. I was also really lucky a little while ago, this has been packed away, to get this giant one. So just to give you a comparison in size. It's huge. It is huge. So that one fits nice and neatly in there. I could probably fit a couple in there actually. But yes, this is a monster. I've never seen one this big. Yeah, so I'm very looking forward to the day I bring that to the market. So I'm sure that'll get snapped up super fast. And I also got my favourite vintage servers, which are getting harder and harder to find. So that is tending to push the value of them up because everybody loves them, which I can understand. I love them. So I think possibly these are going to go for about $35 now, which is still fine. Like, what's $35 these days? It's nothing. I don't think you need to get a pizza for that. So that's the glass and salad bowls. I did pick up a wood item. This lovely big bowl, big fruit bowl, and it's made of kauri, New Zealand kauri wood. Somebody carved it, Graham. I think his last name is Futter. Not making fun of that, but that's fun. It is a little bit dinged and it has a nasty little scratch here. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to clean it up. It's going to look beautiful, and that is just part of its story now. So yeah, very, very happy with that. I also got a couple of little Christmas things. Nothing much because I'm not really in that headspace just yet. But I just wanted to show you some cute things that I picked up. I picked up this cute little guy. Look at this. He's a little woven Santa with a little present and a bell. And he opens up. So I just love his hair. Look at his beard. He's just looking fine. So I'm not sure what you would put in there, but it'd be cute maybe if you were going to give somebody a little bit of jewellery or a little surprise for the kids. I don't know. I just thought he was adorable. So yeah, he'll be going to the markets eventually when I get that sorted. I also picked up a pair of these. I have had a silver version of these before. And they were quite a bit larger. These ones are tiny. They're little bubbers. And I have just done a little bit of restoration on the copper on one of them, which you can see the difference there, hopefully. So sometimes I don't want to make it all shiny because I don't think that's right. I think it's got a nice patina, as they say. But it's kind of nice to do some detail to bring out some of the detail. So I'll do the same to this one. They have got some old labels on the bottom, but they're completely impossible to read. So they'll be going with, I have a whole collection of crystal and glass votive holders for Christmas. So I'm actually looking at them, but I'm not going to show them to you yet. They're going to be going to the markets. I've probably got a collection of about 30 different forms, different sizes. And I think I'm going to make a great big centerpiece on one of my tables at the markets, and just a little bit of a showcase of those kind of things, which I think look beautiful on your Christmas table. So that's coming in another video. And then the final thing that I've got, I'm really excited about, because I've managed to make a collection of something that until I found the first one, I didn't actually kind of clock that they were a thing. And the first one I bought, which you might remember because I've talked about it for a while, but I haven't sold it, is this. So it's a big anchor and hocking. The pattern's called Rainflower. It's a big canister, all right, big as my head, well, bigger than my head. And I picked this up at, I think it was like probably the Goodies in Mitchell a while ago, and it was like $8, wasn't much. I was very happy. And then a little while later, a few weeks, few months, I can't remember, I found this one, and it was also there. So I'm not sure if it had been in storage or somebody had, I don't know. But anyway, so I managed to pick this one up. So just to give you the size comparison. Yep, looking good, really fun, so fun. And then when I was in Yass, I picked up this little guy. So now I've got a graduating set of 3, which looks so good. They look so good. So yeah, that's just made my day. That's probably going to be maybe $100 for the set, 90, something like that. I think it's a fair amount. So I'm very, very happy with that. That was unexpected. And it's funny how things like that happen sometimes. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to hop on over to my website and have a look and just see what I'm up to on Instagram. I am not going so well with loading up new stock to my website. I've been very, very, very busy with the markets and sourcing. So I'm just not going to put too much pressure on myself, and when I get to it, I'll get to it. But if you ever see anything in any of these videos that you like the look of and you want to ask me about, please reach out. That happens quite frequently, and I'm happy to do a little deal via Instagram, no problem at all. So yeah, please get in touch if you see anything you like, and that applies to stock on my stall, my market stall as well. Sometimes people will contact me about bits and pieces that they see in the videos that I shoot for that. So feel free to reach out. I'm happy to chat anytime. But everything's moving through really quickly at the moment. So if you do see something that you like, you've got your heart set on, just let me know and we'll work something out. Okay? I hope you're having a great week. It is hump day. So the weekend is just around the corner, and the weather's looking great. So I hope you have a great weekend when it comes. See ya.